A blow to the BC United after MLA Lorne Doerkson crossed the floor Friday to join the BC Conservatives.
I'm very pleased that Lorne has made the decision to come over and join our party as part of our grassroots movement, building this momentum for British Columbia.
Doerkson, who was elected MLA for Caribou-Chicoutimi in 2020, says he made the decision, which he called the toughest in his life, because of his constituents.
I've had a number of people that have reached out to me, and when I say a number, I mean dozens and dozens and dozens, right? I mean, that have been very clear that they feel that this party, the Conservative Party of BC, is the only alternate choice to the NDP.
The defection comes as the BC United struggle in the polls, with the most recent one from Angus Reid released Thursday, suggesting if an election were held today, the party would come in third with 16% of the votes. The poll puts the BC Conservatives in second with 30% support, and the BC NDP in the lead with 41%.
If you continue to run third in a lot of those polls, it's hard to convince or even motivate your supporters to get out and stay with the party.
A political scientist at UBC says he believes BC United MLAs in other ridings will also be facing pressure to change parties as we near a provincial election.
That's really bad news for the BC United, especially if somebody who has a relatively high-profile caucus chair, somebody who's in a sort of relatively senior position within the party, is not willing to stick around. It has sinking ship kind of metaphor seems to be appropriate there.
I don't know about the sinking ship. I mean, I don't know that anybody else is coming over, and so, for me, this is a grassroots movement in Caribou-Chicoutimi.
In a statement, the BC United says in part, "We're disappointed to hear Lorne Doerkson has decided to join the BC Conservatives. Lorne's decision was driven by concern over polls and the desire to protect his government-funded pension, and he will need to defend that decision at the only poll that counts on Election Day." The two right-of-center parties have explored a deal to avoid vote splitting, but those talks recently failed.
I was very hopeful that we would have seen a deal come together. Once that came apart, and was clearly apart, I felt it necessary to do exactly as residents have made it very clear to me to do.
The next provincial election is set for October 19th. In Vancouver, Monica Gould, City News.